What is going on, everyone? Commodore Last here today, bringing to you guys my live reaction to Jujutsu Kaisen manga chapter 145. Now, it's been a long 2 weeks since the last time I sat in this chair and read the latest installment of Akutama Gege's up-and-coming masterpiece. But the break is finally done. We have a new chapter to enjoy. Shout out to the Viz, of course, providing chapters week in, week out, because doing God's work as they should be. Man, I've been trying not to think about Kaisen over these last 2 weeks because after the cliffhanger that we got, where the deity itself is finally here, man. The thing that we've been wanting to know about since their name was dropped, and then especially after the events of Star Plasma Vessel, it's like I wanted to see what Tengen was all about. And even if the guy looks like, the thumb dude from Spy Kids, which is crazy that somebody actually brought that up because, it might look like an alien from some other dimension. But it's always going to be that guy from Spy Kids, so shout out to them. But man, the last two chapters have been crazy. 143, 144. Last week's especially. You give me Maki coming back into my life. I know she's been, with the marks and everything. She's gone through her own stuff after what happened with Jogo. But luckily, we still have Okotsu around, so her mans is there in her life. We have no definitive answer what's going on with Nobara. I'm still believing that she's going to be okay. I believed in Okotsu. I'm choosing to believe in Nobara 2021. She's going to be good. If she does the thing that Yuji did at the Kyoto Goodwill event that I put out on a tweet as soon as this chapter came out last week, it's top 5 to me in Kaisen. I don't care. Look, if she does the exact same thing, top 5 chapter, I don't care. And then I need the hug. That's what I need, man. So, yeah, Yuji calling Choso as Aniki. Big bro. He didn't get the call Onichan, but still, we take Aniki. And then, of course, now we see, the storage room and stuff, too, where the brothers are and everything. And then, of course, them walking past the tunnels and seeing the blood, the layout of what happened with Toji back in the day, man. But I'm really curious to see how this conversation is about to go, because before we get to Culling Game, we need to know how are things going to go with Tengen, if he's on our side or not. Let's get into this chapter, man. It's been too long. Let's go. Chapter 145 of Jujutsu Kaisen. There we go. Aren't you going to say hello to me, Tengen? Yeah, so here's the thing, right? I remember a lot of people were asking why he didn't say, hi during that whole moment and stuff. But if you think about it, though, I think this wasn't the first time that Tengen has met Yuki. So I would think to myself, why, this is the first time you're meeting these people. That's how you introduce them and everything. So it might have been the case anyways. This guy, this person, Tengen. Chapter 145, the back. This isn't the first time we've met Yuki Tsukumo. So it makes sense, of course. Again, it was for the people that the first time that they've met, which it's kind of crazy because when she was is the thing rejecting what's going on because I'm here per se. So maybe because whatever happened their last altercation, we don't know. But still, why'd you close off the tombs of the Star Corridor? I was afraid you might be in alignment with Kenjaku. After all, I cannot see into the human heart, Kenjaku. So it's going to require some research or a backtrack, because right now that's escaping my mind. Kenjaku. So maybe another organization or something? I don't know. Kenjaku. Yo, listen, man. Look. It's been my thing. I've been saying for so long, bro. Look, if they are important, give me names. I get it. Mystery appeal, all that. Kenjaku is wow. Okay, that's it. I'm thinking some kind of organization, whatever. No, man. That is actually lit. So Tengen knows who that thing is. We finally got a flipping name, man. You know how, I've been wanting to... Look, I'm not calling it Brain. I understand half the community has to go by those names because Gege just refuses to give us actual proper names. We dealt with Haruta. We dealt this... Father Fushiguro, man. You know what I'm saying? But listen, bro, we take it. Kenjaku. That is a sick name, though. Kenjaku, the sorcerer who was once North Hoshikamo and is now inhabiting the body of Suguru Geto, which, of course, Kenjaku, in between that time with Yuji's mom. That name suggests compassion and salvation. Far from it. Which is actually crazy though when you think about it. If that's the true definition of its name, which is not even close because of the torment that it caused for all the people that they've inhabited. Give me a break, Master Tengen. Why do you look like that? That's his first concern. Why do you look like that? He sure has guts cutting in on an important discussion. Like if he's just like, please, we're all gonna die. If we die today, it's because Yuji says the wrong thing. I may be immortal, but I'm not immune to aging. Just look at that ugly thing, man. I'm telling you, it looks like the thumb from Spy Kids, man. It just has like extra eyes and all that. After 500, look, see, even the book, it can't even handle the hockey right now. It's in the room, bro. After 500 years, you look like this too. For real? I'm an eye man. 11 years ago, after failing to merge with a star plasma vessel, my aging accelerated and my self-awareness as an individual diminished. The very world became myself. So there wasn't another star plasma vessel. Now that's interesting. Because then remember she said something though about to Geto in their conversation that don't worry about it, there was another star plasma. That's interesting. So it just didn't work out though? Or they just weren't able to find it? Huh. That is interesting because I always had assumed that, you know, based on that conversation that they had, that everything was okay because they found another replacement instead. But I guess it isn't that easy just to go and find like a new one. So it wasn't another star plasma vessel then, and that's why your voice doesn't proliferate. That's why your voice doesn't proliferate. Excuse me, but we came to ask about Kenjaku's objectives and how to open the prison realm. Will you tell us what you know? Yo, I'm called to asking the questions. They need to be answered. I wish I could simply say yes, but there is one condition. Yuto Kotsu, Yukisukumo, and the death painting womb. 2 of you must remain here to serve as my guards. Oh, man, what? No, I don't. Like, oh, man. Listen, man, Yuki got it back, but she might have to be one of the guards, but I can't give up my Aniki, and I can't give up my boy Yuta. Bro, get somebody else come in. Can somebody else tag in? Because I don't know, man. It might not be a good thing. Oh, give me, well, why? Why exactly? Guards, aren't you immortal? Aren't you worried about the seal? No fair. You haven't even told us. Why or for how long we have to do it. So then shall I speak of Kenjaku. His objective is to force the evolution of all human beings throughout the land of Japan. Bro, his design is actually so weird, bro. Like, I can't. Oh, man, we heard that. But what exactly does he intend? Why didn't Kenjaku use your barrier that time and turn everyone in Japan into sorcerers via idol transfiguration? He lacks the curse energy to do that. Curse energy that has been refined through Uzumaki cannot return to the sorcerer. Triggering an evolution in each individual with a curse technique is incredibly efficient. The method of evolution that Kenjaku has chosen is the merging of humankind and me. Which is the thing that we heard back when Yaga was saying, like, you can't let that happen because that would bring the doom afterwards. Is that even possible? What was it again? That isn't that impossible for anyone but a star plasma vessel? Yes, the way I was before, but now that I've evolved for the past 11 years, it would not be impossible for me to merge with someone other than a star plasma vessel. But you're one person, right? How can you merge with multiple people? I am not what you see before you at this moment. My evolved soul exists all around us. As I said, myself is now the world itself. A human who merges with me transforms into something greater than a sorcerer, as a new being that is both there and not there. I possess barrier techniques, so I'm able to maintain this form and self-control even after evolving. However, if humankind evolves, and even if only one person rages out of control, the world will end. So there's got to be a unison there for that. Why? There will be no boundaries between individuals, so evil would spread instantaneously. The impurity of 100 million people would flood the world. What just happened to Tokyo would happen to the entire world. Man. And why would Kenjaku do that? I do not know. As I said, I cannot read the human heart. So why don't you just refuse to merge? That is the problem. Now that I have evolved, I am more cursed spirit than human being. That makes me a target for cursed spirit manipulation. Oh God. Which is why he needs the guards, because if Kenjaku comes even close to him, it's a wrap. Remember, this dude can take anything with Geto's manipulation ability. Oh man, and then he uses it against them, which is exactly what might be the reason why he's asking for the guards bed. Oh, bro, that's messed up. That is messed up. Of course, he's not a full human being anymore. Which, oh man, that's wild. And yeah, you see the look on their face, bro. They realize how bad that is. Considering Kenjaku's ability as a sorcerer, he might be able to seize me the moment we encounter each other. That is why my main body is rejecting everything at the tombs of the Star Corridor. And the reason you want guards, right? Yes. Kenjaku is the second most powerful barrier user after me. I do not know when he will undo the seal on the tombs. Why now? Kenjaku prevented a merging with a star plasma vessel and forced your evolution, and wants to consume and control you through curse manipulation. Apparently, he was involved with Sukuna, so he's been a sorcerer for at least 1,000 years. So why now? So at least that's, like, we already knew Sukuna's been around thousands of years and stuff. Kenjaku more than likely had to be at least over 150 based on the stuff with Kamo. But it now tells us that there is a connection between the two of them, and why when Kenjaku has spoken, so it's happening again. The golden era of curse techniques, and it's really starting to tell me now that whenever we get the Sukuna Kenjaku backstory of like what happened in the distant past and stuff. Because I remember hearing something, and I know people have been asking, but like something in regards to like Sukuna possibly having a twin or something or that because of the double face thing, whatever. That's not just one person; it's like a merging of two, and that they were split. That's something I've thought about for a while, but it's one of those you still need more of the research or whatever Gege tells us now. The star plasma vessel, and the six eyes are all connected by fate. Okay, so Gojo. So see, his importance, man. They have to get him out of the damn box, otherwise we're all screwed. In the past, Kenjaku has twice lost Sorcerers of the Six Eyes. So the predecessor to Gojo. The second time, he took no chances and killed a Star Plasma Vessel and Six Eyes less than 1 month after they were born. So I feel like this is going to be explained a little bit more. Like, whenever this gets animated, it's going to be one of those things where we might actually see little hints and stuff once we're, like, further deep into the story. Nonetheless, on the day of merging, the Six Eyes and the Star Plasma Vessel appeared. After that, Kenjaku switched to sealing instead of eradicating the Six Eyes and began searching for the prison realm, because two bearers of the Six Eyes cannot appear at the same time. But then, it's Sushi! Oh, bro, I know it's a little bit bad, dude, but like, he might be an MVP of this story, man. After everything he did for his kid, father of the century, man, of the millennium. But then the unexpected happened 11 years ago when Toji Zenin intervened. Bro, he just looks so cold, man, this pose. And then, like, see the look after with Megami and with Maki. He was physically gifted through heavenly restriction. And on top of that, he was an anomaly who had escaped from curse energy. As a human being who had escaped fate through the power of restriction, he destroyed our destinies. Then came along a boy with curse manipulation. Got so bad. Oh, bro, before he went rogue. Suddenly all the pieces had come together, except for the prison realm. Then even that fell into his hands 6 years ago. So why is the culling game happening? It is like breaking in the body prior to merging. It is not impossible to merge with someone other than a star plasma vessel, but it is highly unlikely that it would be incomplete at present. The Culling Game uses the player's curse energy and the boundaries binding barriers in a ritual for conveying the human beings of this country to the other side. Through that custom, he will begin the merging with me. However, in order to perform such a ritual, Kenjaku has undertaken certain binding vows. One stipulates that he is not the game master. However, this does not work in your favor because the Culling Game will not end even if you kill him. The game will continue until all the players are dead or all the players refuse participation and die. The clause mentioning long-lasting additions to the rules ensure that nothing can interrupt the ritual. Bro, so we might actually get, like, some permanent deaths are going to for sure come from this arc unless we get something that can stop that from happening. Which means, number 6, excluding the points value of a player's own life, players may expend 100 points and negotiate with the game master to add one new rule to the Culling Game. We have no choice but to participate in the Culling Game and add a rule whereby Sumiki and the other unwilling participants can get out. We should also free Gojo Sensei. That guy could sell everything all on his own. Which is, yeah, it is. You know, look, in a scenario like this where there is no win option, you have to do what you can to get Gojo out. Like, even if it's like literally putting in a cheat code, you need this right now, man. Master Tengen, first, decide who stays. Tell us. So he's trying to get the combo out of him, though, but... Oh, Choso! Man, my Aniki, bro. Nah, real one. I will stay. So Yuki and the Choso, man. He said like that lets him make me and Yuji like, what? Yuji, you absolutely need a Kotsu or this woman's... Well, you absolutely need a Kotsu's or this woman's cooperation, especially if Naruto Shikamu. If Kenjaku comes here for Tengen, ending his life means salvation for my little brothers. And I'm not done talking to Tengen. Is that alright, Tokotsu? Yeah, I don't want to leave the others. Man, so they're going to be chilling here for a while and stuff until things get figured out, man. Thank you. This is necessary for freeing Satoru Gojo. It is the back of the prison realm. Hold on, so... No, he's going to give us an explanation and everything. But still, it's like... So this is like... Almost like the key to unlocking it, basically? Would I have to assume? Or like a back channel, like in Toriko? Bruh. Okay. Well, at least we're getting somewhere right now where we have a chance to get him out. Back? I never heard of that. You mean like a back gate? Yeah, that is right. Before Kenjaku found that the prison realm was outside my barrier, I believe it was overseas. Nah, we about to get no, hold on. Well, I mean, no. It means like the prison realm itself, like, was away from thing. I was about to say if wherever they have to go to, no, but no, the prison realm was like gone elsewhere and stuff overseas. By sealing this rear gate, it was hiding the existence of the front, but it was of no use. Satoru Gojo is also sealed inside this rear gate. That if we open it, we can know. The authority to open the gate rests with Kenjaku as the bearer of the front. Breaking it open. The inverted spear of heaven. Bro, but where is that thing though? It requires either the inverted spear of heaven that nullifies curse techniques, or the black rope. Yeah, you see, of course, the rope that's like on the bottom, or the black rope that disrupts and cancels curse technique effects. But Satoru Gojo sealed the inverted spear of heaven overseas 11 years ago and destroyed it. Or destroyed it. So it's one of the two. Why did you say that, Sensei? And last year, Satoru Gojo got rid of all of the black rope. Well, wait a minute, hold on. The black rope is the thing that Miguel had, isn't it? So, unless we're going to Africa to go and get that black rope, but it could also be a thing that they could be, if he sealed it and supposedly got rid of it, it could all just be in the same location wherever Miguel's in Africa. So an overseas thing isn't too crazy to believe, unless we have to like trust Miguel to do some kind of like espionage mission to get to Japan and bring that over here. Maybe. Why did that guy do that? You see the look I'm going to like... Actually, I look for the remaining black rope with Miguel in Africa. So you look, my boy's already ahead of the game. He's 3 steps ahead, bro. It's Phil Jackson gimmick. Oh, That's why you went overseas, huh? Yes, but it was a fruitless effort. There isn't anymore. It's just like, yo, I talked to my granny, bro. They ain't got nothing here, man. But there is a way, right? Yes. Among the players participating in the Culling Game is a sorcerer from 1,000 years ago who calls herself an angel. Uryume. Has to be the look, bro. Uryume, yo. So, of course, now we got the gender, but still, at least from 1,000 years ago. So it makes me wonder, like, how the hell that she was able to, like, hold on, like, over the course of time and stuff. Like, a similar thing taking over bodies, or, like, she's just immortal? Her curse technique can it's a whole new person. It's a whole new person. It's a whole new person. It is a whole new person, bro. Hold on. A literal angel, bro. Hold on. Her curse technique can extinguish any curse technique. Culling Game player Hana Kurusu. Bruh. Why you got another chapter there, man? So they're gonna have to go meet this person who's right now just chilling, floating around in Tokyo, in Shibuya or whatever in Japan, man. Bruh. Oh, but that's gonna be the key to getting Gojo out, is to go and try and recruit Hana, man. Okay. A literal divine angel from the distant past. But my only worry, though, is the fact that because those bangs are covering the head, like the forehead and stuff, if she has the marking, if not, then she's one of those where you're gonna have to convince her somehow, some way. Angel wings too, bro. And the halo. That's crazy. This man Gege just brought, like, yo, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see the devil in this series at some point in time. If not, it's already Kenjaku. But man, what a chapter to come back to, honestly. Like, we get the information, like, we get a name for our main antagonist. I don't have to call him the freaking Brain Kun again. Kenjaku. That is how you, a main antagonist name right there, man. Kenjaku. But then we get all this details and stuff. So, like, even then, this man could, like, Tengen couldn't find a star plasma vessel to merge with, and that's accelerated his aging and everything. We find at least something that's going to be able to help try and get Gojo out of the damn thing, of the prison realm. Choso and Yuki are going to have to stay behind to watch over Tengen because of now him becoming more of a cursed spirit than anything else. And because Kenjaku has the cursed spirit manipulation from Geto, this just means that whatever chance now for him to try and take Tengen to have under his control, it would bring the doom. Like, so it makes sense why though. So, but you have like a special grade sorcerer, one of the four, and then of course one in the form of Choso of the cursed wound paintings. But now it makes, like, so at the very least, what this means now is that they're gonna have to go and see Hana, work some kind of agreement, and then they're gonna have to participate in the game. But then it also makes me wonder too, what's gonna happen with the likes of, Todo, the rest of the Kyoto kids, the other staff members and stuff. Like, we have to still see what's going on with Yaga and Shoko. Like, we need to know if the other adults are gonna be able to participate in this, because we're gonna need as many people to try and, like, get through this Culling Game and try to prevent as many losses as possible. Especially gotta protect Sumiki. But then it makes me wonder too, man, if Akari, like, where he's involved in this. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just so much, man. Like, man, this chapter is really packed. Like, it's a very dense chapter with information. But it just puts us, like, one step further. Like, now we know exactly what Kenjaku's plotting and everything, and why it's, like, Tengen's on our side. At least, at the very least, by the way this conversation is going, he is on our side. Unless something were to completely flip, he's on our side right now, and his protection is a top priority. But it's like, when you see the reaction of everyone's faces when they realize exactly what Kenjaku's trying to plot, bro, because of the manipulation thing, it's like, man, they realize the dangers of what could cause after. And the fact that what happened in Shibuya is only a minuscule breadcrumb of what could happen to the rest of the world if it goes to the next stage. So this Culling Game arc is gonna be nuts. Like, god damn, man. So that's the thing, though. I still feel like the inverted spirit of heaven and the black robe, even though right now it's like they try looking for it in Africa and stuff, but it's like it's not there. But it could be somewhere else, though. It's gonna take like maybe require more effort to finding it. But at the very least, there's option B, which now is Hana. But then also we don't know if there's like a pro and con thing to it. Like, what is like the negative side effect to doing this as well, right? But man, I cannot wait, man, for this interaction with Hana, and hopefully we get to see the other members from our side and stuff, and see like who's actually going to be involved in this arc, and like what direction now things are about to go into, like further than this. Like, are we going to see after from Kenjaku's side, if he's going to have like his own like elite troops in a way, because obviously he doesn't have like Geto's old group anymore to work with and stuff, and I still expect them. At the very least, Laraway, Miguel, all them and stuff, the secretary girl, do with the headband and stuff, that they're probably going to work with us, like our group and stuff, to go up against the likes of Kenjaku and possibly whatever. Because it would not surprise me if we get more like affiliates and stuff working with him, since it won't just be like a one-person thing. Like, he has obviously, of course, the multiple members that were all, controlled and everything, when he used the friggin' technique and everything, but still. What a chapter, man. This is one of those I'm going to have to sit back and really like think about and stuff. And then when we factor into the connection between Sukuna and Kenjaku from 1,000, there is a connection. And whatever we get for that backstory, man. Because we know Sukuna at one point in time was a sorcerer turned into the thing. It's going to be one of the crazy... Listen, man. Yuji's backstory to me, when we still get it, is going to be one of the most... my favorite one. But I know for a fact Sukuna is going to be top 2. Not even a question. It's going to be top 2 for me, man. So just so much to be excited for when it comes to, what's about to happen soon in the story. But man, I can't wait for this interaction though with Hana and everything. But fire chapter return to. We are going to get a chapter next week, thankfully. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to this one. It is a long chapter in some ways because of the amount of text and everything. But still, it's one of those where the reread value is going to be so high because it's really giving us everything that we need to know about what's happening and how everyone's going to be able to deal with the situation. But let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below in regards to the chapter, how you felt about it, your favorite parts of the chapter itself, and like what do you see happening from here now? Like, are we going to go meet with Hana? Are we about to go and see what's about to happen with the rest of the Kyoto people and stuff, the other members of Jujutsu High that are on our side, not the higher ups and everything, to see like what's about to go down. But again, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Like the video if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. If you want to be part of the weekly experience when it comes to my coverage of Jujutsu Kaisen week in, week out, subscribe if you haven't already. Click on the bell, Shandora, is up to date with everything that goes on the channel. With that being said, I'll catch you guys next week. I'm excited, man. Like, this is going to be an amazing stretch. Shibuya is the top one arc right now, but the way Culling Game is being built, I honestly believe it's going to top that. Like, Gege is yet to reach the peak. I highly doubt that we've already reached the pinnacle of Kaisen. It's about to just go more up and up and up and up from here, man. What a time to be a fan of this series, man. In Akutama Gege, we trust as we should. So, Commodore Lad signing off. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, take care. Going crazy. Yeah, we going crazy.